Steph Curry over his last 3 games was the hottest player in the NBA, averaging over 41 points with ridiculous efficiency. And going into his game against the Houston Rockets, many people were expecting another monster performance, especially considering how Golden State is still trying to escape the play-in tournament. But Steph last night was put in a straitjacket by Amen Thompson, where he had 3 points while shooting 1 for 10. Now, the clear game plan for Houston was to face guard Steph at all times, which isn't really a new tactic when guarding him. Curry is still one of, if not the best shooter in the game today, who can capitalize on the smallest bit of airspace. But the issue with playing him aggressive like this is that Steph's also a great mover off the ball, and he's got the footwork and balance to get into really tough looks both off the dribble and move, which literally leaves the defense no room for error. If he gets too much space off the catch, it's either going to be a quick 3, or he'll punish aggressive closeouts for drives or step backs. And then on top of that movement and shot making, Steph's also great at setting his man up and creating space. Watch him set this pickup with a small shoulder bump, to then pop out to the 3 and knife back towards the basket. Now, the biggest issue Steph had with the Thompson matchup is that he literally doesn't have any physical advantages. Amen's bigger, faster, longer, and stronger. And despite being in his second NBA season, he also has a really high basketball IQ. All those factors made it really tough for Steph to create any separation, which kept the ball out of his hands and forced his other teammates to create plays. We'll see Amen here first chase Steph over the screen, and when he gives the ball up, Thompson's going to stay attached. And Houston's defense from here is happy to play 4-on-4. Golden State's going to start this possession with Curry on the block. Then they give him both the cross and pin down screen to work off. But again, Thompson gets Steph stuck in the mud, which then forces Kuminga to drive into traffic. And then even if Curry was able to create any type of separation, Thompson's blend of speed and size made it really tough for him to capitalize. Watch him here plant and blast off his pin down screen. But as Thompson tries to fight around, Looney's going to get called for a moving screen. So in essence, Thompson guarding Curry led to him either getting completely taken out of the play or getting pushed out into deep contested shots. And that was also the case if Steph tried to initiate the offense as a ball handler, where again, Thompson was picking him up full court and causing non-stop headaches. Watch him again here eat up this contact, to then reach all the way across to snag the steal.
How about a minute? How about that? Took it away from Curry on the inbound.
And then even if Curry was able to get the ball past half court and work off the ball screen, Amen's presence was still pushing him out into tough 30-foot bombs.
Curry, a really deep one, short.
And then if Steph tried to create any downhill drives, Thompson's length and speed was still overwhelming. We'll see Curry on this play transfer the ball between, and Amen in response is going to lunge forward going for a steal. But Steph hits a nice counter by wrapping the ball behind. From this spot, Steph's normally able to bump his way into the deep paint, or stop and separate for a pull-up or floater, but Thompson funnels him towards the weak side help, which takes away any scoring or passing option. And then even while Amen was guarding the best player on the court, he still didn't let that stop him from making plays off the ball. The Rockets here initially get caught with 2 players shifting up towards Steph on this pin down screen, giving Jimmy Butler this cut towards the rim. But from the 3-point line, watch Amen scramble all the way down to break up this pass. Now on this play, the Warriors are going to get the switch with Jalen Green. But watch Thompson in gap reach across and swipe the ball off Curry's knee.
Into the lane, kicked it, he kicked it. Unbelievable.
So whether Amen was on or off Steph, he was having a non-stop defensive impact. And him being both a freak athlete while having a high motor already makes him one of the best perimeter defenders in the league. And this game was a clear demonstration of that. And then all that defense naturally carries over to Amen's offense, where his ability to force turnovers opens up opportunities to get out and run. Out on the break, Amen has a freakish blend of explosiveness and control, being able to elevate up and play above the rim, as well as use different pickups and strides to bump to create scoring windows.
To attack, look at Amen Thompson out on the break, and good that he...
We'll see him here hit this cross between combo, and after he transfers the ball through, watch him immediately pick up and step across for a right-left Euro. And Thompson can also channel all that athleticism in the half court, being able to cut and float past the defense in midair, as well as attack and score against some of the league's best defenders one-on-one. We'll see him here rip hard to his right, to then attack Draymond Green's body and elevate up for a push shot. And while Thompson's game off the dribble may be a little raw, he still has enough in his game to put pressure on the rim and collapse the defense, opening up clear passing reads. And Amen may not be a top tier playmaker right now, but he still has enough to punish the defense for overcommitting to the ball. He's going to drop down into a quick dribble drive against Buddy Hield, which pulls the gap defense down, opening up his kick out in 3. Now obviously the elephant in the room with Thompson's game is that he's pretty much a non-factor as a shooter, and teams are happy to sit back and give him these wide open uncontested jumpers. But one way the Rockets have been able to work around this is to just put Amen in pick and roll below the 3. We'll see Sengun here set this pick, then turn to rescreen, and just the slightest miscommunication leads to Thompson playing above the rim. So that's all I got for this video. But I think this game definitely showed that Houston can do some damage in the playoffs. They may be young and their offense is lacking in certain spots, but they've got the toughness and physicality to give any team some problems. And the play of Amen Thompson going forward is going to make or break this team. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments who the kids should break down next. The kids here.